Welcome at the Blueprint Cafe, where we will update you on a variety of commercial tips, tools, techniques and stories. And in our next video, Erik and Ronnie McDonald will talk about price increases. Okay, Ron, good to have you back here again.
Good to be here, thanks.
And looking forward to this session because actually this session is about price increases. The dreaded topic of many salespeople. And many of my delegates ask me the question, especially at this time of the year. We know we're going into the year-end negotiation, and they keep on telling me, Erik, what do I do when I go out with this price increase? I know my buyer's going to say, no, read my lips, we're not going to do it. What do I do? What kind of advice would you give them?
I guess, first of all, the advice we give to companies is, one, don't take a price increase unless you need it. Mm-hmm. If things are going swimmingly well for you, don't necessarily upset the apple cart. You don't need to profiteer necessarily. There's other ways you can develop the business outside of that. However, if you do need it, and a couple of points I'd raise to you, perhaps you're short of capacity. Optimize the sale of your product by putting up your price. That makes sense. Simple economics, supply and demand. Or if your cost of goods have gone up and you need to pass that on, then absolutely go for a price increase. Nothing will affect your bottom line faster or more efficiently than a price increase because it goes from your top line all the way down to your bottom line, and it's there and it's impactful. There is a fear. Account managers always get a little bit nervous, largely because buyers will initially seek to resist it. And they don't want to upset the buyers and whatever else. But if you look at what's happening to buyers' regimes these days, if you look at retail is not going through the easiest time in their history. They've got huge pressure for their bottom line. They've got huge pressure from their shareholders in improving the return on capital employed.
Yeah.
A little bit of inflation in a retail environment is not a bad thing. And price increases help them do that. The reason that buyers resist it initially is they think they're going to lose competitive advantage.
Yeah, but isn't that one of the most used arguments all the time?
Absolutely, and I understand that. Because if I'm going to take a price increase as a retailer, but my competitor is not, mm-hmm. I will lose competitive advantage, and everybody's chasing that shopper at the moment. Yeah. However, if the price increase goes across the whole of your customer base, your whole retail estate, because you need it, then no individual retailer is going to lose competitive advantage by passing that on. And that's the key thing. And guess what? It allows them to have a little bit of competitive, additional profit coming in. Let's face it, you put the prices up, the retail sales goes up, your ticket item goes up, their profitability improves, and so does the return on capital employed. Mm-hmm. They're ticking so many boxes. The key thing is to put to them that they're not going to lose competitive advantage on it.
Yeah, but for instance, I'm based in the Netherlands. We just got a price war starting probably again. Jumbo, one of the big retailers, started a price war here. The question is now, how are the others going to react? But I can already imagine the difficulties those sales guys are going to face because Jumbo is going to tell them, listen, we are not able to translate your increase into our competitor prices, so hence we're not going to pay it.
Well, it's an interesting point. I think a lot of that has been stimulated by the activity of suppliers over many years.
Yes.
If, for instance, I say to you, I'm a supplier, you're a retailer, I say to you, I need a 5% increase. And you say, no, and we have a big argument and we agree 3%. You're left thinking, why did I ask 5 in the first place? And you beat me down to 3. Mm-hmm. But you're also left thinking, I wonder if another of my competitors managed to beat me down to 1% or no price increase at all. And so suppliers should recognize, and this is a big, big point, they should recognize if they're going for a price increase of, let's say, 5%, then it is 5%. And you may negotiate many things. You may negotiate logistics, promotional activity, extra visibility, whatever, but the 5% is absolutely not negotiable. Mm-hmm. And as soon as you get a reputation as a supplier for saying what you do, 5% increase, and you're going to see it through, and you don't negotiate on that part, believe it or not, although it's tougher at first, life actually becomes easier because the retailers begin to trust you. Yeah. That 5% is going not only to them, but also their competitors. and there's no pushing on it, there's no reneging on it, and therefore everybody takes a 5% price increase. Every individual retailer begins to recognize that, and so they're more confident to accept the benefit that will come from a price increase without necessarily thinking about the downward impact if they lose competitive advantage.
Yeah.
So you've got to be firm as a retailer, as a supplier. Don't take a price increase unless you need one. Take it if you do. Determine what percentage you're going to be requiring, and then stick firm with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's a combination there of selling the price increase and negotiating the price increase as I listen to you.
Just so, sell the benefit of a price increase. And Erik, there are many, many benefits to a price increase.
Yeah, definitely.
Higher sales, higher profit, higher return on capital employed. Every one of the shareholders that the retailers have are looking for those things. As a supplier, with a price increase, you can actually help them achieve it. You could almost go in as a supplier and say, Mr. Retailer, this is your lucky day because I've come with a price increase.
Mm-hmm. And I'll let's finish there with that great advice. Thank you so much, Ron. And looking forward to speaking to you again.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.